Assalamu alaikum assassins, all the girls and guys, how are you all? I hope you guys are enjoying great health and having an amazing time with your family and your siblings, and you are having online lectures every day, and teachers are really struggling hard for you all. So and we are appreciating you all for your performance as well. So, girls and guys, just tell me, are you taking, are you drinking enough water? Because it's summer and it's very important for everybody to stay hydrated, as you are gonna having online exams after a few days. So, it's very important for you to stay healthy. And it's online lecture 20, subject is history, and class is 7, and we are studying currently chapter number 2, that is the Mughal Empire consolidation, and we have covered different subheadings under this banner, the Mughal Empire consolidation. And now we are at page 13, that is the subheading is imperial expansion and consolidation of Mughal Empire. And we were just studying it, then we came across different phrases or words, you can say that. For example, there was Himu. Who was Himu? It is very important to know about who was Himu, and then it is important to know about the battle which was being fought between Himu and Akbar. That was the second battle of Panipat. So we have to go in detail in order to know more about the history. So here we go. So first we will talk about in today's lecture, the second battle of Panipat, and it was fought between or you can say that it was Akbar versus Himu, and it was very interesting and breathtaking war, as I already have given you a trailer of second battle of Panipat that you guys already have seen, and I am hoping that you guys are curious enough to know more about it. So here is the time. It's time. So I want you all, as usual, before the start of every lecture, your pen, pencils, highlighters, your registers, your books, page number 13, all the things should be with you. So let's start it. So it's second battle of Panipat that was being fought back in 1556. So before going into the history of the second battle of Panipat, let me tell you, there were 3 battles of Panipat. The first was the first battle of Panipat, which was being fought between the Mughal emperor, or the founder of Mughal emperor Babur, versus Ibrahim Lodi, and Babur won the battle, and then he established Mughal Empire. Okay, then Babur kept on winning different important battles, and he kept on expanding or growing. The Mughal Empire kept on growing after that. Then I was talking about the first battle of Panipat. Then after 30 years of first battle of Panipat, that was being fought back in 1526, right after 30 years, like in 1556, the second battle was being fought, and it was between Akbar and Himu. So we are going to talk about this battle, and there was a third battle of Panipat. We are going to talk about that battle later. So I already have made a video on the first battle of Panipat, after winning the first battle of Panipat, Babur established Mughal dynasty in India, right? So we have done with first battle of Panipat. Now it's the turn of second battle of Panipat, since we are studying the expansion and consolidation of Mughal Empire, and it happened right after winning the second battle of Panipat. Akbar re-established Mughal Empire after second battle of Panipat. How interesting it is. Right after winning first battle of Panipat, Babur, who was the founder of Mughal Empire, established Mughal dynasty or Mughal empire, right? So right after 30 years, second battle was being fought, and after winning this battle, Akbar re-established Mughal empire. Incredible. Okay, so before start of the lecture or the things related to second battle of Panipat, let's talk about who was the two main characters. And two main characters were Mughal Emperor Akbar and Himu, and let's learn more about them. Who were they? Like, let's talk about who was Mughal Emperor Akbar. You guys already know about it because we already have talked about it in many videos. So we will talk about a few things like about Akbar, then a few things about Himu, then we will start our second battle of Panipat's history. So who was Akbar? Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar was the third Mughal emperor. He reigned from 1556 to 1605. He was the successor of Humayun. He won the second battle of Panipat, happened back in 1556 at Haryana, India, at a very young age of 13, and re-established the Mughal empire. His reign started after winning the second battle of Panipat, which was against Himu. And Behram Khan, who was the chief army commander of Mughal empire, helped Mughal Emperor Akbar a lot in order to expand and consolidate the Mughal empire. It used to be called the golden age of Mughal empire under the reign of Mughal Emperor Akbar. And Akbar was so brave, intelligent. He was a great warrior, artist, administrator, general, inventor, animal trainer, and technologist. So, second main character was Himu, and Himu was the last Hindu emperor who ruled India. His full name was Chandra Vikramaditya. He defeated mighty Akbar's forces and wrote his name in golden words in history. He belonged to small town of Delhi. He also worked as a tradesman at very early age in his life to support his family. In 50, he rose his position and became the chief of intelligence. Later, he became the chief minister of Sur dynasty. He won as many as 22 battles against Afghans rebellions. On the other hand, Mughal Empire was growing strong under the leadership of Humayun. Himu did not like it. He also wanted to take over the Mughal dynasty as he became very strong in Sur dynasty. Later then, after the death of Humayun back in 1555, Himu got an opportunity to strike out Mughals. Himu captured Delhi and Agra. So girls and guys, back in times, capturing Delhi and Agra were the main and big things, because the one who captured Delhi and Agra used to rule all over the Indian subcontinent. So he became very powerful, and no doubt he was very brave and smart warrior. So back on 7th of October 1556, Himu, after capturing Delhi, after a day's fight, got the title Vikramaditya. So his full name was Chandra Vikramaditya, and Himu was his nickname. Now Himu wanted to end the Mughal dynasty. Akbar was the Mughal emperor after the death of Humayun. He was very young at that time, and Behram Khan was the chief commander of Mughal empire. So Himu wanted to take over the power and throne, and he wanted to just end the Mughal dynasty. Now you got to know about the two main characters of the second battle of Panipat, like the Akbar and Himu. So before telling you the history of second battle of Panipat, I mean the narration of second battle of Panipat, I want you all, like girls and guys, I want you all to see a short film between two forces, that is the Akbar's forces and Himu's forces. So the very young man who was sitting on the horse was the Akbar, Mughal Emperor Akbar, and Akbar's forces used to be in the grayish black uniform, and the Himu's forces used to be in the dull reddish color. So it's gonna be easier for you to identify both forces. So here you go. So girls and guys, you saw in the video the whole scenario. Let me explain. As you have seen how bravely the two forces fought with each other, and how Himu lost the battle after an arrow struck his right eye. So girls and guys, the second battle of Panipat was fought back on 5th of November 1556 between the Hindu emperor Chandra Vikramaditya or Himu and the forces of Akbar. Himu had conquered the states of Delhi and Agra a few weeks earlier by defeating the Mughals. Now he was very energetic and enthusiastic in order to conquer in order to end the Mughal dynasty. So Akbar and his guardian Behram Khan, who after learning of the loss of Agra and Delhi had marched to Panipat to reclaim the lost territories. The two armies clashed at Panipat. It seemed as if the Mughals would be crushed at the second battle of Panipat, and just as when Himu was very close to the victory, an archer drew an arrow to the Himu's right eye. He got wounded and fell from his elephant after losing consciousness. It was the major turning point. His troops fell into confusion as they got panicked. As they were fighting leaderless, so they got panicked and became confused after that incident and lost the battle. Akbar got the opportunity to defeat him and his men. So Akbar got victory. He won the battle. With this he won the battle. With this defeat, the Afghan practically disappeared from the Indian political scene. All the forces belonged to him. They just disappeared. So Akbar won the battle and which resulted in the re-establishment of Mughal dynasty. So the Agra, Delhi, Ajmer fell into the hands of the Mughal. So girls and guys, that's all about today's lecture. Today I told you about second battle of Panipat. So for assignment, I want you all to write what do you know about the second battle of Panipat and how Akbar won the battle. Take great care of yourself. Allah Hafiz, and stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water.